Hey guys, it's CJ with Beaver Creek Plantation. Cut about 95 acres of pine plantation on our property, on our farm here earlier this year. Our D3, of course, doesn't like stumps. We found 3 or 4 places we want to put some new food plots, so I went out and rented a Cat 320 excavator. Now I say rookie because I never even operated an excavator till about 4 days ago. And this video is going to be on day 3, so I got a little bit of, I think, a handle on it. And thought I'd give you guys some pointers because I got absolutely none on what it takes to not spend all day on one little small stump. Because the one thing I learned here in the last few days, sometimes you think the small ones will come up easy and the big ones are going to be hard, and sometimes it's vice versa. So stay tuned. Hopefully I can give you a few pointers, save you a little frustration on rookie stump pulling 101. Stay tuned. Alright guys, the first thing that I definitely figured out as you're working in a little field that you've kind of messed up with a bunch of different stumps. You can see the terrain is all messed up, lots of divots. The first thing you have to do, or you will be riding a bucking bronco, is try to adjust the platform or the ground that the excavator is going to be on, and adjust your tracks and your pads to where the unit is stable. Because once you start digging, if you're on unstable, it's going to be like on a bucking bronco. What I'm having to do, since we've got a lot of pine top here, so that I hopefully don't miss any stumps, is kind of just scrape the area until the teeth of the bucket maybe come across a stump. If you can't see one, now I can see a little one right there. So let's use this as an example to dig it up. The one thing I noticed that you don't want to do, it takes forever. You would think intuitively start there and pull to you, thinking that the stump will come up, but that's not the case. The best thing to do for a stump to get it up is to get it in a torqued or a twisted position as you're pulling. So definitely want to start out to the side and pull it to you, a little bit back and so forth. And what you're trying to do is break up the smaller roots that have grown out to the outside, and then do the same thing to the other side on a couple of pulls. And the entire time I'm watching the top part of that stump head right there and see it start to move. Once I see it start to move a little bit, then I want to align that outside tooth with that side blade looking thing about right there and start digging and pulling. And how about that? That was an easy one. It came up pretty easy. And then I'll simply, to save myself some dozer work, fill the hole back in. A little bit of dozer work saved, but I'm still going to come back and clean all of it up. So let's go find a bigger one. Alright, so found a little bit of a bigger one. We're going to do the same thing. Make a couple of pulls kind of to the outside. Break up some of the smaller roots. And as you can see, the excavator is really starting to rock a little bit, and that's because I'm on unleveled ground. So I'm going to dig a little bit, put some right there under the front wheel, kind of move up a little bit, and then maybe it'll help stabilize it. Pull a couple more times until I see the head of that little stump move a little bit. The same thing with that outside tooth on this side. See if I can get it to twist. It almost wants to. Not quite. Still a little rocky here. I'll start the other side to see if I can't do the same thing and get it into a twisting situation. See how easy that came out? You can get those stumps to twist. A lot less problem in coming out. Back up a little bit. Fill my hole back back in, save me a little dozer work. And there you have rookie excavator operator, stump pulling 101. You know what? How about that? Found another one right there, just by scraping. Let's try to dig this one up real quick, do the same thing. And as you can see, at least in this little section where I'm at, these are pine trees, they're not that old. We just bought this property last year, and part of being able to make the deal go through is we needed to sell some of the trees to put down as down payment. So these are younger pines. We probably normally wouldn't have cut them so young, but hey, we had to do what we had to do in order to be able to get the property. So one last stump there for the camera for good measurement. Hope this helps out, guys.